It is Cook. Got wrapped up by Matthew Adams, who is back for the Bears defense after missing the last couple of games with a hamstring injury.
You'll notice the personnel groupings, how they use different personnel. C.J. Ham in there as a fullback. That makes sure, as a defense, you have to play us in base, right? 3 linebackers. There's less that you can do, less creativity on the back end. Makes it a simpler read for quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Back to Cook. Ground game and a good run to set up 3rd down and short.
I just want you to watch how tight you keep this on the edge right there when you're Dalvin Cook. Watch, he knows there's an unblocked guy. It's the corner. Look how tight he stays inside that block, that double team on the edge to make sure he maximizes yardage. Understanding what they're playing, understanding where the threat is as a defense. Really nice job by Cook.
On 3rd and 2. K.J. Osborne has the first down on the slant in front of the linebacker Nicholas Morrow.
Using Jefferson as a decoy, right? You're lined up right here in a bunch stack formation. Outside, let Justin Jefferson, you just run that, what they call a China route, right? You run that out and then pivot back inside. But using 18 to take defense away from you. That's one of the things they're going to focus on as an offense.
It is Cook, hits the hole, and is working across the 30. Good blocking by Adam Thielen. The receiver does good work on the perimeter as well. You're seeing a lot of the elements from Kevin O'Connell's time in Los Angeles under Sean McVay, right? Let's use a main receiver to be a decoy. All your receivers need to block. All these elements seemingly are there in the first handful of games. Cousins is 4 for 4 to start the game. Make it 5 for 5, and it's another one to Jefferson, his 3rd grab, and it's a first down inside the 15 of Chicago.
You get into cut splits. What I mean by cut splits, you're close to the formation. You're only about 5 yards away, so what's going to happen? In breaking routes, you've got to read that. He just runs away from the DB, Jalen Jones. I mean, that's too easy. It's like stealing.
And Jalen Jones, the rookie out of Ole Miss, is in there as well. Jalen Johnson out again for a 3rd straight game, dealing with a quad issue, so that corner position is a little lighter and a little younger. Fake toss. Cousins over the middle, and it's Adam Thielen knocked down at the 10-yard line.
Here's one thing about Kirk Cousins, okay? You run that fake toss, you run that boot game. He's so good at flipping his hips, flipping his head around, but finding number 1. Right there, Thielen, on a little short route. Now all of a sudden you're 2nd down and manageable. Your whole offense is on track. You're in 2nd down, 5 or 6. You've gotten 4 yards. Take what the defense gives you. Chuck the ball over there, and now everything is open to you as an offense.
On 2nd and 7.
Changing the play right here. Can. That's what that means. We're going to go to something different.
And it's a pass play. Cousins to the outside. It is Jefferson. It is a touchdown. What a drive for Minnesota to start the day.
He's so fast off the ball. You've got to be worried. You've got to give him his space. He stops on a dime. It's not just your ability to accelerate. It's your ability to stop. Justin Jefferson does it as well as anybody. He stops and then run after the catch. Something you don't talk about a lot with him. Go ahead, get gritty on him. Go ahead, Justin Jefferson. Does anybody have more fun than him?
Oh, man, you got to get that chain back, buddy.
Come on.
Make sure you get that chain.
Oh, yeah.
Now, every scoring play, of course, is reviewed. They're going to take a look at that.
Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds.
They take the touchdown off the board. Very fast replay here. He was down apparently before.
Look at the shin right here.
Yeah, it's an easy call. Yeah, to take the touchdown off the board. 7 for 7 start, though, for Cousins. 4 of them to Jefferson. And now you've got an extra offensive lineman in there for 1st and goal. In Oli Udoh, he is eligible.
That just gives you another opportunity to gritty again.
There you go. Yeah, you already got one in there,
got
right?
one gritty down. Keep a gritty count in the booth here.
He's lined up against Kendall Vildor on the near side. Right to Cook, walks in, now it's a touchdown, and the excellent drive is capped off by 6.
And I want you to focus right here on Munt. Watch this block. He's going to get 2. A take-2 principle. Bam, off the edge. Go ahead and lead up to the linebacker. Oh, my goodness gracious. I mean, come on. Blocking 1's not good enough. You're good enough to get 2. How often does that happen?
Listen, I know you sound excited, but I can tell you're silently weeping in happiness
man, that's
by watching people
the inner
block.
guard in me came out right there. That's a tight end playing offensive guard. Take-2 principle. Johnny Munt.
Well, Minnesota won the toss and said, we want the ball. Sync. That looked like they were in sync on that excellent series.
No question about that. They were in sync as an offense. Great balance between the play-action passing game and the run game to methodically go down the field, 12 plays, and punch it in the end zone.
Greg Joseph kicks away. Bayless Jones Jr. will not have a return. The rookie will see a touchback. Justin Fields bringing out this Bears offense, which has had a lot of shuffling on the offensive line. Cody Whitehair, their most consistent offensive lineman, the left guard, is on IR. So Lucas Patrick stays at left guard. Sam Mustipher stays at center. For the offense, Darnell Mooney finally got going last week.
Yeah, 4 catches, 94 yards. He's really in tune. That's the one receiver that Justin Fields really feels confident in going to.
David Montgomery is back after he was hurt in week 3 against Houston and did not play in the loss to the Giants last week. Kari Blossingame, the fullback, was late getting on the field, and the play clock is winding down. And that is a dreadful way to start the day for the Bears offense.
How do you open up?
Delay of game.
That's terrible.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Now, they had personnel issues out of the gate on play 1.
Adam, how do you open up a game? You just gave it. There's Luke Getz, the offensive coordinator. You open up a game. You just gave up a 12-play touchdown drive, and you don't have the right personnel on the football field. You only go out with 10.
So it's 1st and 15. Screen pass set up for David Montgomery. Welcome back to the Bears. They missed his ability in the open field. He takes it out to midfield. 30 yards. That's a nice way to make up for the penalty on the first snap.
Yeah, and get your quarterback into a rhythm quickly, right? Just throw a little smoke screen out there and watch 19 right here. Equanimous St. Brown, he's going to go out there. He's going to be the lead blocker. Bam! The rest of the offensive line, the convoy out there, and off to the races by Montgomery.
Season-long catch of 30 yards. Fields rifles left side for Cole Kmet and a diving catch at the Minnesota 46. Justin Fields last week had a season high in both passing and rushing yards. Did have a turnover on a fumble lost. He now has 2 more completions with those 2 than he did rush attempts. They're trying to get the passing game going a little bit.
And so far, a couple of easy throws. Get him in a rhythm early. That's what they have to do as a quarterback. The young quarterback has to get into rhythm.
Fake the toss to Montgomery. Stops, launches, and his receiver Darnell Mooney fell down as he was guarded by Patrick Peterson, and a penalty flag is thrown.
Well, you got beat on the double move right there. A little
pass interference. Defense number 7. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Here he is, Patrick Peterson, and the double move, right? You've got this timing in your head. Boot keep. They're going to run this out route. Hits Mooney there, trips him up. It's a good call. This is a nice drive right now. Nice rhythm. I mean, to start off the way they started off and to get in this kind of rhythm as an offense, this is really good for Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy, the offensive coordinator.
A good bounce back. Give to Montgomery, and good penetration up front by Harrison Phillips. Free agent signing, 5th-year man out of Stanford. So Minnesota, like Chicago, has switched their scheme. They've gone to a 3-4. That puts Danielle Hunter on the outside. Only 1 sack so far, but he's gone up against some big-time tackles. He feels like this could be a breakout game.
Yeah, and you've got to understand kind of what they're asking him to do. Sometimes he'll drop in coverage. Sometimes he'll be that edge man that's going to rush. So there's a little bit of a learning curve going on right now for Hunter. He'll get going eventually. As you see, he's walked out over here over the tight end.
Here he comes off the left side. Good protection. Fields to the corner of the end zone and incomplete for Mooney. Braxton Jones is the rookie 5th-round pick out of Southern Utah. He was matched up with Daniil Hunter on that left side.
And I think one of the things you have to understand, I mean, just as we look at the protection right here, really nice pocket. One of the things that I've noticed so far early, spread. Get guys out away from Justin Fields, spread this defense out so that you can see where your problem areas are in protection. Something really hurt them last week. Now look at that spread. Make sure it's clean, those reads for your quarterback Fields.
Movement off the right side of the line.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
Larry Borum, the right tackle. So that moves it back to 3rd down and 16. The line to gain is the 16.
And you're in field goal range, right? I mean, this is one of those things. Can't take a sack. Let's play conservatively. Let's play smart. Something quick out of your hands that your running back can go out there or your wide receiver can go out there and make a play.
Fields, quick throw, bobbled and dropped by Dante Pettis. But they'll stay in field goal range.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want. You just a quick stick route here on the outside by Pettis. See him stab and get to the out. Now, there's a throw right there. You got to put it on the front of your wide receiver so he can get to the sideline, turn up, and get as many yards as possible. So there's one of those throws. You're a little bit behind your receiver where that timing for a young quarterback just isn't quite there yet. I understand it's a field goal drive, but like you mentioned, coming out with the wrong person.
Got a message for you here.
Well, congrats, Terry. You gave away even more of your money last week. So many millions gone. And folks have a chance to win another $100,000 free for playing Fox Super 6.
You know, you enjoy this way too much.
Just happy to see a healthy Terry Bradshaw out there with our buddy Howie. Kirk Cousins was 7 for 7 on the opening drive, producing a touchdown from Dalvin Cook. It was the first touchdown the Bears had allowed on an opening drive this year. Play action, it's Jefferson. So they started Jefferson on the left side of the formation all the way across. They do that so much to try to get him good matchups and different defenders.
It's scheming a guy open right there, and all that is a flanker or X slide. So you're sliding across the formation in motion, then you're the first guy on the flat. And here's the thing about Kirk Cousins. Like, take what they give you.
Yep.
Don't pass up a profit. Go with the simple. And now, again, your offense is in perfect position at 2nd down and 4.
There's Alexander Madison, and he pounds ahead for the first down for Minnesota. 6 more on that play for Madison, who had a receiving touchdown last week in London to open up the scoring.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins got the arm pump right there. That's running right there. He's saying, that's running. Let's roll, guys. When your offense is on schedule like this, it makes your play calling job as the head coach and the play caller, Kevin O'Connell, it just makes your life easy. Everything is working right now. Everything that we do is getting us that positive yardage to put us in a great position.
Play action again. One of the heaviest play action teams in the league with Cousins. Madison in open space against Kyler Gordon. It is a 9 for 9 Kirk Cousins passing start. It ties his best as a Minnesota Viking. His career best was 12 for 12 in a game with Washington in 2014.
And he felt the pressure right there. He was looking downfield on corner route to Justin Jefferson. He felt the inside pressure. What does he do? Where's my check down? I know instantly where that is. And again, put myself in a position 2nd and 9 where I don't take a sack, where I don't force a ball that's going to be an incompletion or worse, an interception.
Fake to Madison. Nice lofted pass for Justin Jefferson on his 6th catch already. It's another first down into Bears territory. 6 grabs, 76 yards.
How about just, I mean, you're going to go a little RPO game with Kirk Cousins, right? Throw it there. Look at the edge man, the defender right there in Brisker. If he sits up, what are we going to do? Nice little lofted pass over to my guy, Justin Jefferson. And this is where this offense is really doing a great job. How are we going to scheme number 18 open? How are we going to use him and effectively make this defense play on its heels? Motions, shifts, all those things, creating opportunity for my main playmaker.
It's Madison. Good penetration by the Bears. They get a stop up front by Armon Watts, the former Minnesota Viking. So week one, Jefferson just goes off on the Packers, a career-high performance. Couple of quiet games in the middle there. Allowed other guys against Detroit to get involved, and then he was right back to his old tricks last week.
Well, and the other thing is, during those times, those lulls, if you will, that maturation process, understanding your importance for everybody else. It comes back, goes back, and then where's my crosser? Where's my basic? There it is, Adam Thielen late. So he's looking and surveying the left side of the football field. I don't see what I like over there. I know I'm getting a crosser late. I've got protection. All that timing, all that stuff going on in Kirk Cousins' head when he unloads that football.
Madison. Just about everything is a positive play for Minnesota right now. That's something Kevin O'Connell talked about. They've done a good job up front of limiting negative plays either in the run or the pass game.
And then it comes down to when you have a guy that's unblocked, make him miss. And you did that in the defensive backfield as well, you know, on that second level. So right now it's a clinic. This is a play calling clinic by Kevin O'Connell, and Kirk Cousins executing that play clinic.
Thielen is off the field, so I'm shaken up a little bit after the last series or last couple of plays. There's Madison on a short gain, third down and short coming up.
How do you counter? What did the Bears do right there? I mean, they start to run games up front. And that's one of the things, you know, we start pinching a defensive end, scraping a backer across, doing those things. Let me just tell you this. You can do that and you'll survive. You'll make a play for no gain. You'll make a play in the backfield. But what will happen to you eventually is a guy will get 8, 10 inches, 10, 6, 3, whatever it is, out of position, and then that's a 40-yard run. That's what happens.
Swinging out back to Thielen on the field in front of Jalen Jones. Another Minnesota first down. That was only their second third down of this opening quarter, and they've converted yet again.
And that one right there, you're using Justin Jefferson as your decoy. He's the one running interference, so Thielen can slip behind him, get an easy completion.
$12 for 12 for Cousins. 10th play of the drive. Another play action. And Cousins has to fire on the move, and he finds Jefferson yet again. It's the best start of Kirk Cousins' career at 13 for 13. And of those 13, Jefferson has 7 of those grabs.
Well, at some point, you're going to have to play underneath Jefferson. You're trying to, he looks like he's been fresh since the day he woke up when he got back on Monday.
11th play of this Minnesota drive is a Dalvin Cook walk-in touchdown.
First, just look at the collapse they get here, and then this right here. When you get sucked into the defense, that's just bad eyes. You get totally sucked in. Don't overestimate your own speed and underestimate the speed of your opponent. You underestimated the speed of Dalvin Cook, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
A 12-play drive ending in a Cook TD in the first. An 11-play drive ending in a Cook TD to start the second. A 14-3 Vikings advantage. Dalvin Cook punching it in after Jefferson doing a lot of the dirty work with Cousins. Offense looking very sharp for the Vikings at home.
Standpoint, right? There's no tell. So all of a sudden, you're a tight end. You can be on the front side. You can be on the back side blocking-wise. Also, a threat at receiving. That gives your offense a real advantage.
Bayless Jones gets tripped up. Dan Chisetta activated for this game today, his season debut. He's on special teams, and he makes the stop on the rookie Jones.
Yeah, that's for Chisena. That's how you stay active for the rest of the season. You make plays like that on special teams, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to keep saying, hey, dude, you keep playing like that, you get to keep playing. Like, you earn your time, and special teams is a great way to get noticed.
From the 14, the Bears, just their second series. Minnesota's dominated time of possession early. Oh, Fields was walking up to the line of scrimmage, trying to check the play. The snap came early, and Fields was able to rescue it. There was a penalty marker thrown on the play as well. A rocky starts on both Bears drives.
Illegal motion by the quarterback. Number 1 was moving forward at the snap. This penalty is declined. It's second down.
Well, he's trying to change the play right here. He's recognizing protection, wants to call. You see Hunter coming in there, so he's trying to change it as he moves forward. Obviously, in the ball is snapped, it's illegal motion.
Sam Mustipher had a rough game against the Giants last week. It has been a rough go at the center position so far this year. Oh, dangerous throw. Mooney and Blasingame, the fullback, were both there, but in congested space. So suddenly it's 3rd down and 11. The Bears need something offensively right now.
Yeah, and the Bears, everybody's in the same spot up top. Look at, you've got fullback you're trying to get a quick screen right there. And I mean, that whole thing from the start is just a mess, and that's just a really errant throw, off-target throw by your young quarterback.
Fields under pressure and is wrapped up. Danielle Hunter thought this could be a breakout game. He's got the sack.
Well, when you get pressure on the inside, it gives you a chance to get your edge game going. Here's Hunter, tight end, takes him on a check, and then he's just reading after that, right? Because you're getting double teamed. He's just reading what happens. You get enough inside pressure to force Fields up in the pocket, then you loop underneath and make the sack right there. It's a way to get yourself rolling. So far, Chicago has just been a mess offensively. They've got to settle this thing down.
Trenton Gill, the rookie, punts away. Jalen Reagor from the 39. And working near midfield. That ball may have popped out. Scrum for it right in the Viking logo. There is a flag thrown as well. A lot to sort out. Bears are claiming they have it.
Hey, it's Minnesota's ball. There is a foul on the play.
Check that flag, too. It was Reagor who got back on top of it. Reagor, who muffed 2 punts for Philadelphia in the wild card game at Tampa Bay last year. Unable to hold on cleanly, but did get back on top of it. Now we'll check the flag.
The ball was fumbled and recovered by Minnesota. During the kick, holding receiving team number 29. This 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick. It's first down, Minnesota.
Chris Boyd, the penalty, still. Bears mustering just a field goal on their first 2 series.
Here you go again. I mean, if you're the Bears, right, what do you got to do? You've got to tighten up your coverage on 18, Justin Jefferson. You cannot let him continue to pick you apart underneath. 7 catches right now, 91 yards. And hey, listen, if you're Minnesota, they're going to give it to you. Just keep taking it. Keep taking it until they adjust and shut you down.
Everything's underneath right now. That's what the Bears defense was giving the Vikings early. There's Dalvin Cook to the edge. Vildor and the front all there. Second down coming up, down to KP. What's up, Christina?
Yeah, guys, I got a chance to talk to Justin Jefferson this weekend. One key for him is getting involved in the offense early. He feels unstoppable when he's getting those early touches, getting in the mix early on. Obviously, they went to him on the first play of the game, 7 catches in this game. He said it just helps them and Kirk get a feel for what type of day it is, and it's looking good for him so far.
And KP, they did the same thing in London, right? Getting Jefferson the first play of the game, they got him involved, and it always seems to lead to that rhythm. Fake to Cook. Look at Jefferson. Nothing there, and that means somebody else can step up. It's K.J. Osborne to set up third down and short. 14 for 14. Cousins, half of those to Jefferson.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson just wide open, outside, underneath coverage, right? They're just giving him those openings. That one tight. Gordon making the tackle right here. Now the crossing route. Put it on him. Let him run with it after the catch. And again, just out there in the flat, just beyond the underneath coverage. Justin Jefferson having a day.
Cousins has a separated receiver, and if you had to take a guess as to whom it was, in the Bears territory goes Justin Jefferson on his 8th catch of the day. Cousins is 15 for 15. That's their biggest play at 31.
Well, it always starts right here up front. When you have a great pocket to throw from, it makes it simple. Look at the 3-step drop, making sure that you get that ball out early, and then Jefferson on the route, little shake right at the beginning. Hey, to be effective late, you got to win early. He wins that route early over the top versus Valdor.
Another play-action fake. Cousins has the release to Cook. There is a penalty marker thrown where Cousins delivered the ball. This might be holding against Minnesota.
Holding. Offense number 84. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
It was Irv Smith who had a good block earlier. This time he holds Al-Quadin Muhammad.
Yeah, and he just gets inside. One thing, you want to pin a guy. Look at, as you move inside, you see how that hand and how that leverage changes for the defender. Once you've got him inside, block half a man. Don't get into the middle of the defender. Stay on the edge of the defender and force him further than he wants to go. That's one of those techniques you talk about as guys up front. Only block half that man. Don't get in the middle of him, because it gives him a two-way go.
I was going to say, you're kind of using his leverage against him there.
Sure, you're just pinning him inside where all the traffic is.
So a 1st and 20 for Minnesota. And they get the penalty yardage back. Quick strike to K.J. Osborne. A 16 for 16 Cousins beginning.
Just going to throw it right in the middle of the football field. And that's one of those things. You talked about getting that yardage back. Don't worry about getting it all back in one play. We've got several plays to make that happen for ourselves. Get us in 2nd down and manageable. Now we're back on schedule if you're Kevin O'Connell and the rest of this Vikings offense.
So now they feel comfortable running it with Cook. That's what you're talking about with playbook, right? 2nd and 10 on a normal down, or maybe you're just assuming it's a passing down. You work back to 2nd and 10 from 1st and 20. Now you get to run something that you feel comfortable with. Balance is pretty good considering how good Cousins has been.
And you feel like you're going to get a premier look, right? Because you think the defense in 2nd and 10 is going to be, rightfully so, playing the run, or excuse me, playing the pass. That's when you hit them with that run. And now you're in a 3rd and manageable situations for your quarterback.
Tommy Kramer and Kirk Cousins tied at the top of this list. Oh, Osborne moved early from the near side. Cousins' cadence got him to quickly move.
Before the snap, ball start, offense number 17, 5-yard penalty. It's still 3rd down.
When a quarterback has a great cadence, I mean, it's such a weapon. But I kid you not, sometimes, Adam, it feels like he's standing right behind you and pushing you in the hiney when he does that. Right? And you're like, oh. Kirk Cousins gets his guys to jump. Hey, we want their guys to jump, not our guys to jump.
So it sets them back up at 3rd down and 10. No tight ends here, 4 receivers. Using Smith as one of them. Backwards pass to Jefferson. Throwback for Dalvin Cook with blockers in front. And a 1st down. It is 1st and goal for Minnesota. That's the 3rd career completion on 5 tries for Jefferson.
Yeah, well, first off, you got to throw it behind, right? You've got to throw backwards pass there, then Jefferson. Go ahead and launch it over there and look at all the hog mollies out in front. Nice little throw by Justin Jefferson. Beautiful technique. Puts it right on Cook and then get behind those offensive linemen, leading the path for you.
Had an 11-yard completion and a 24-yarder last year. That one for 23. There is Madison. Got hit initially up front by Dominique Robinson. And the rest of this Bears defense led by Smith to finish it off after a short gain. 2nd down and goal for Minnesota coming up.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson. I mean, Kirk Cousins hasn't had a ball hit the ground yet, right? Why not you get in on that?
Yeah.
Let me play. Hey, they're giving away completions. I want one.
Here is Madison hopping over defenders, lost that football, and it's recovered by the Bears. This may be called down by contact, though. It did look like Madison hit the deck before losing the ball to Pennell.
It's that the runner was down by contact. It's 3rd down for Minnesota.
Madison right here hopping over. Yeah, when he takes that hit, I mean, I think right here he's got possession, and then when his elbow hits, hip hits, that's when the ball comes loose. Great call by the officiating crew.
So it ends up being 3rd down and goal. Vikings have converted all 4 of their 3rd down attempts. A little toss play here on the inside to Jalen Reagor, and the former Eagle has his first Vikings touchdown. Washington. Funny week for Kirk Cousins. He's been wearing some ice that belonged to Christian Darrisaw this week. He's had some fun since coming back from London. The Vikings are 3-1. They've never been 3-1 under Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins trying to get to 4-1 for the first time in his NFL career. Cousins, a Big Ten guy from Michigan State. Justin Fields, a Big Ten guy from Ohio State. We'll see a couple of Big Ten teams on Big Noon Saturday. Yet again, the Michigan Wolverines on our air. They continue to win. They did it again on the road at Indiana. They'll be home against the top 10 Penn State Nittany Lion group. That'll come your way at 10 a.m. Eastern from Ann Arbor on Saturday on Fox. 2 drives, 3.5 minutes, 8 plays, 30 yards. That's it so far for Fields and company.
Now we're going to have to get Justin Fields in a rhythm here early. Run the ball, get him in a little bit of a rhythm, and find easy completions. And I think one of the things you have to ask yourself as a coordinator is how I'm going to find those easy completions. Well, it's the boot keeps out the backside, create opportunities for him, and then it's the middle of the field. Adam, that's what Luke Getsy has to do. Middle of the field early, right between about 8 yards deep and between the 2 tight ends. That's the area of the football field, just right here, where you want to attack that middle of the football field. Those are easy completions. Usually complete about 80% of the throws in that area.
Back runs for Khalil Herbert, who did a great job in the absence of David Montgomery. He has often done that in his 2 seasons in the league. Picks up a yard there. Chandon Sullivan on the stop. 3rd down and medium for the Bears.
Doesn't 3rd down and medium for the Bears feel a whole lot different than 3rd down and medium for the Minnesota Vikings right now?
Well, based on the first 25 minutes of this game, yes. Fields under immediate pressure and makes the athletic play to slide for the 1st down, and he just saved the Bears' drive. We saw this a little bit against the Giants last week, too, some breakdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you're running a screen over here to the right-hand side, so you see they're trying to get out right now, but you've got to at least impede the progress just for a split second. You've got to put your hands on defensive linemen. That's Blacklock right there. You got to get your hands on him before you escape on the screen. So the timing and the lack of execution right now as an offense is very apparent.
Fields on the move as you called for. He was so good in this area last year. He was an excellent thrower on rollouts. He was very good on bootlegs and those keepers. He's able to run it for 4 here, and it sets up 2nd and 6.
And there's not very many opportunities when you get to the edge and your defensive end can run with a guy like Fields. I mean, that's Hunter just stride for stride, forcing him out of bounds. And I mean, that went from it should have been probably a 1st down or 2nd down and 1 to you're sitting there at 2nd down and 6 now because of the effort that you got from Hunter.
Here is Herbert trying to turn the corner, and Dalvin Tomlinson, who had a big game last week in London against the Saints, comes up with a negative play for the Bears offense.
And they're just establishing a new line of scrimmage. That's what they're doing up front, whether it's Phillips, whether it's Bullard, whether it's Tomlinson, just establishing that new line of scrimmage.
The Bears kind of go no huddle here, kind of a muddle huddle to keep the same Minnesota personnel on the field. 3rd and 7. A lot of confusion. Zadarius Smith just walked into the neutral zone, but a timeout may have been called.
Timeout, Chicago. Their first 30-second timeout.
So we'll take it with them for 30 seconds after this from Progressive.
Hey, sweetie, I'm not seeing the life jackets.
Well, you should. You packed them.
No, you packed them.
No, you packed them. You said I won't forget to pack the life jackets.
I won't forget to pack the life jacket. I'm sorry, I have to challenge that.
Well, you do have one left, so.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
You know, my favorite part was when you said, obviously, I won't forget to bring the life jackets.
3rd down and 7. 4:20 left in this first half on what feels like a must-get for the Bears to stay in this first half. Pressure from the Vikings. Good protection for Fields, and it is dropped. Dante Pettis, his second drop in this game. There is a flag thrown on the play. On the near side, I believe.
Holding. Offense, number 67. This penalty's declined. It's 4th down.
That's a Mustafa hold that's declined. 4th down coming up. Boy, Pettis could have pulled that down.
Yeah, Pettis is just going to run a comeback. So he's just going to go deep down the football field. You see him stop, come back to the ball, work down the stem. And that's a ball that, come on now, it's a little bit high, but that's a ball you've got to bail your quarterback out. You've got to bail your offense out right now. You've really been struggling. That's when your quarterback has to have you play, has a play that you have to make.
Again, would have been a moot point with the holding penalty, but it would have kept the drive alive. Trenton Gill boots it away. This one a good one. Rager has to bail out, and it is somehow saved momentarily by Josh Blackwell, but it is going to end up misdirection here, and a hole for Dalvin Cook. Really good blocking by Johnny Munt along the edge, and it's a run of 11.
I love it. Receiver, look at Osborne. This is called push crack. Go ahead, get in there on the safety. Bam! You load it up. Munt leads the ball out to the outside edge defender. And I'm telling you what, you get alleyways like that as a runner, you're always going to be to the second level untouched. That's going to be big yardage. Hey, receivers that are willing to do the dirty work. Minnesota, they've got 3 guys right now willing to do the dirty work from the wide receiver position. Good things are going to happen to you.
Toss play for Cook. And Dalvin Cook just showed off something that you've been raving about watching him on film. He stepped to the right, he planted that foot, and he hits hard when he turns upfield.
It's like he's shot from a cannon. You just watch him hit this ball right here. Put the foot in, go. I mean, right now. Now, sometimes he'll outrun his offensive line in his blocking.
Right.
But listen, if you're going to hit it that hard, we'll take it.
Oh, Cousins under pressure from Robert Quinn, and Cousins had to get rid of that ball for his first incompletion of the day after a 17 for 17 start. Robert Quinn getting after him.
Well, Robert Quinn doing a great job of reading this right up the field right now. But here's the thing, Kirk Cousins, I don't care about the incompletion. I want to make sure I keep my offense out of harm's way.
Right.
I see it. We don't have it blocked up on the boot keep. Throw it away. Be 2nd down and 10. We're okay with that.
Cousins loads up and yet again finds Justin Jefferson for his 9th grab in front of Kindle Vildor for 6. And it sets up a 3rd down and makeable here.
So far, they're 5 for 5 on 3rd downs as an offense in this game.
And this is only the second 3rd down they've had that's longer than 2 yards.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4, and this is still one of those things. Hey, you have a nickel run package, so you can still run the ball defensively. You have to respect that. You've got a lot of things that you can do. Now they motion the back out of the backfield. They're getting man-to-man coverage here as the linebacker Morrow goes out there to play him.
Cousins under pressure, and the Bears finally get to the Viking quarterback. as Justin Jones has his second sack in a Chicago uniform. And that'll take us down to the 2-3, 250-pound Ryan Wright, who had a pass completion on a fake punt in London last week. His nickname at Tulane, this might be blasphemous to Bears fans, he was known as the Fridge. Ironically enough.
Based on the fridge that I played against, he's the mini fridge. He's the mini fridge.
I feel like you got a few in your garage down there, a few mini fridges. A little bit of a shake from Ryan Wright, though. He's been much better than that. That was not good, and the Bears will happily take it with 1:54 and 2 timeouts, but there is a flag thrown as well. It'll be a holding penalty initially.
Holding by the kicking team, number 98. This 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. It's first down, Chicago.
DJ Wanham. Well, cancer screening can help prevent and detect a number of cancers early. Remind your loved ones to take the next step and find out where to get screened. NFL.com/crucial-catch or text catch to 635635 to find your local cancer screening center and additional screening resources. So with the penalty, gets him to midfield. It's a net punt of 5 yards. Huge break for the Bears. 2 timeouts. They'll get the ball to start the second half. This is a huge drive for Justin Fields. Taking a shot for Darnell Mooney. What a catch! Absolutely incredible from Darnell Mooney. A one-handed 39-yard grab.
I mean, just a go and go ahead. Just stick your paw out there and bring it in, Mooney. That connection has just been so good.
There's Montgomery fighting for a few. That was Beckham-esque from Darnell Mooney.
Well, we always say you want to win late, you got to win early. Right here, Mooney in the slot, wins right there off the release, and then the concentration to go up, hand fight a little bit with Sullivan, but look at the hand, look at the extension, the concentration, bring it back into the body, and look at that second hand. Just make sure it stays in there as you make contact with the ground. I mean, you want to talk about full extension, Adam. That is just one of the great catches we're going to see.
That's a contender for catch of the early season so far from Darnell Mooney.
I can tell why Justin Fields likes him, right? Why he's become Justin's go-to favorite receiver when you're coming away with catches like that for your quarterback, putting you guys in scoring position.
Fields with his 3rd completion of the day. He has 37 on the year. He entered the game with the fewest in the league, but he leads the NFL in yards per completion because of plays like that. 2nd down and 8 from the 9. Fields stepping away, on the move, stops, has it deflected. Good job by Jordan Hicks, who's been a thorn in the side of the Bears while he was with Arizona and Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, when this guy right here just starts moving around and making plays, I mean, that's pure excitement. You see him scanning the field, doesn't see anything he likes, but I like this right here. Going to go ahead, try to make a throw, and there's Hicks. What a good job of forcing the edge, forcing him to either pull up or, take it to the sideline and getting that block.
Here's Montgomery speeding ahead, spinning in for the touchdown. Welcome back to David Montgomery. He gets the Bears a huge score late in the first half. First touchdown of the year for Montgomery, who's been their leading rusher the last few seasons.
It's all about getting your double teams going and getting to the second level. Right here, double, get up to that second level. You see Lucas Patrick get there. That springs Montgomery late in for the touchdown. Well, that's the way to respond right there, Chicago Bears. Gives you some confidence going into the half.
With our friend Kevin Burkhardt, Aaron Andrews, Tom Rinaldi will have Cowboys and Rams this afternoon. 2 timeouts and 60 seconds for Cousins. And a rare incompletion so far, just his 2nd after the deflection. Justin Jefferson, it's the most catches in the first half by a Viking in 27 years. You have to go back to Amp Lee, who was a veteran at that point. He was the man who who called Joe Montana's last NFL touchdown. That's Amp Lee's claim to fame as well. Justin Jefferson, a fantastic first half yet again.
It's not bad right there, right? Percentage-wise, 9 targets, 9 catches.
What's that there, Stan?
I think that's 100%. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a lot of hundreds.
There's so many hundreds.
Yeah.
From the 24. Cousins underneath to Irv Smith. Good open space tackle by the rookie Jones. At the 31-yard line. Clock continues to move. Cousins sets up the screen. It is Madison. And Madison breaks away for the first down. Eddie Jackson knocks him down near the 40. Good job by the guard, Ezra Cleveland, stepping out for the block. A timeout is used here with 30 seconds left. We're back after this from Allstate.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Oh, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
Greg Joseph's career long was hit this year from 56 yards. He's missed from that distance a couple of times as well, but that's his career long. Cousins trying to at least get into field goal range with 1 timeout and 31 seconds left. Trying to get inside the 40 of Chicago. And Cousins gets a free play. Launches downfield for Jefferson. It's deflected by Vildor, but it will be a free 5 yards as Robert Quinn got into the neutral zone on the snap.
Well, that's like the old Aaron Rodgers, right? As soon as you see it.
Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
You know, Kirk Cousins would just say, I'm going to launch it to 18. I'm just going to go try to make a play. He feels it right here. Robert Quinn jumps offside. He's in the neutral zone. You see Darrisaw pointed out right here, and now just take a shot. Nothing bad. You know you're going to get that free play. Nothing but good things can happen to you in that situation.
26 seconds left. 1 timeout for Minnesota. Cousins outside for Madison and kind of turned his head upfield before securing the ball. Had Lamar Jackson, the big corner, charging in on.
Yeah, and this is a good play. I mean, good play design. Just throw the little out route to your running back. You know you're going to get that first down, get yourself out of bounds, and then you're right in that area where you can take a 10, 12-yard shot and put yourself in a position to kick a field goal. You still have time to do the exact same thing. Complete something to the sideline, step out of bounds, then 1 shot down the middle of the football field with a timeout.
Inside to Jefferson, his 10th catch of the day, takes Minnesota inside the 45. Eddie Jackson stopped him. So there's 14 seconds left now. Minnesota uses its last timeout.
Their final timeout of the half.
Here's how we got to this point. The first 3 drives were near perfection for Minnesota. 3 touchdown drives, 2 ending with Dalvin Cook rushes, and then a little inside give to Jalen Reagor, part of a 17-for-17 start for Kirk Cousins. It away. Shorter kick. Jones will have a chance from the 10. And he's got a hole up the middle and a good return out across the 30. That'll set up Justin Fields and the Bears offense. Just 8 passes, 3 completions, but as has been the case, when he does connect, they seem to be bigger plays. The Mooney one obviously stuck out.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to see him getting a little bit of a rhythm right now from the offensive coordinator, Luke Getsy? Get him moving, get him on the edge. I'd like to see them run the football and set up some of that play action, that boot keep game off their running game, something they haven't really done so far today.
This will be the 4th carry for David Montgomery, and he'll work forward to the 36. Danielle Hunter on the stop. Bears in the second half this year have outscored their opponents. Their defense has played very well in the second half, 35-18. The Bears have won the second halves so far. but they did not score for the final 26 minutes of the game last week against the Giants. And remember, they didn't have a touchdown in that game. They have one today. Fake it to Montgomery. Fields, good touch pass, and it is Equanimous St. Brown hauling it in at the Minnesota 46. 19 for number 19 and a first down.
And these are those throws that just give you, real hope when you're a Chicago Bears fan, when you're a coaching staff. You see some of the throws that he makes on occasion where you're like, wow, if we could just harness this. I described it as playing golf, Adam. What keeps me coming back to the golf course are the 5 or 6 shots I hit that are really good shots, and they see that on a consistent basis with Fields.
Excellent penetration by Zadarius Smith. He knows this team well, the former Packer in his first meeting against the Bears with Minnesota.
Yeah, just coming off the edge right here and unblocked. Obviously, you're hoping to get, I don't know what exactly you're hoping for, the tight end to kick him out, but he runs underneath and Smith sees it coming. Maybe they thought they could work that underneath, but Smith not fooled by that play. Might want to rack that one and put that away for the rest of the afternoon.
Fields trying to point receivers, and he slips the tackle and gets that lost yardage back. Jordan Hicks had him lined up, but Fields was able to avoid it, and it sets up a 3rd down and long. Four completions, 4 rush attempts today. He continues to be even on the season so far. 3rd and 10. Blitz off the edge. Fields with time and a target in Cole Kmet. And he rumbles inside the Minnesota 25-yard line. Good protection, soft spot in the zone. It's a completion.
Right, where you got a too-high safety, so you're just trying to get underneath these safeties. You see it, you feel it right here. Sit down in front of Harrison Smith. Make a big target. I mean, you're a big guy, big target for Fields. And there's another one of those throws just right between the 8 and the 5. Set up, deliver the football.
Kmet, after a slow start to the year, he's got 7 grabs in his last 3 games. Back to the ground, and Montgomery to the 18-yard line in the arms of Eric Kendricks, the excellent middle linebacker.
People talk about the development of Fields and how do you work that, and is he going to be the guy? Is he going to be that prodigy? And the bottom line is they haven't protected him well. They haven't been consistent in the passing game, right? And when you look at their receiving core, they're developing guys. They're young out there. So there are a lot of things that make it very hard to evaluate a young quarterback. But I will say this, when he sees it, when he's on time, and he lets it eat, boy, I'm telling you, there is some talent there from a passing standpoint.
Fields spins away using that athleticism. Justin Fields picks up the first down with his legs. Danielle Hunter is coming hard on this play, and Fields sensed it right away.
Yeah, they're bringing pressure all over the place on Fields, and here you see him coming off that edge, want him. You've got Dantzler right there on the blitz. He just feels it, spins out. I mean, that's special. Eyes in the back of your head right there to feel that pressure and then to escape and have that athleticism to get the first down.
That's where he can be really special. 1st and goal for the Bears. Little pop pass. Velus Jones. This is what he can do. And Velus Jones is in for his first NFL touchdown. They'll have to check it as they do with every scoring play. It was close, but it was ruled a score.
Takes all 11. Everybody out there. You got Kmet out there. You've got Montgomery out there leading the way, and that looks good to me as Jones reaches that ball over. Watch him inside, takes on the hit, and then right at the last minute, knees are up, balls over that end line.
Velus Jones, who had a tough debut last week in the NFL and missed the first few games, muffed a punt late in the game. He comes up with a big touchdown, and now the Bears will try to cut this to a 3-point game on their first 2-point attempt of the year. Fields tunnel screen, and Pettis got ripped down by Dantzler. That was really well read by the Vikings cornerback. Caleb Evans was the closest Viking to it. Number 21 was trying to get on top of it. You see him at the bottom of the pile. It is Vikings football in plus territory. So Matt Eberflus twice rolling the dice with 2-point. And this, the onside kick.
Boy, that is, I mean, you want to talk about great awareness. Got to have awareness by Evans right there to not bail out early on the kickoff, but to hold your ground and look for that onside kick. And that was, I mean, that was close. You want to talk about gutsy right now.
Yep.
Bears. But we haven't been able to stop them so far, right? And like, we're in a position where we've got to pull out all the stops if we're going to win this game.
That's the line of thinking for Matt Eberflus right now. Best starting field position for the Vikings at the plus 48. And it is Dalvin Cook off to the left, and a good run to start this drive. Let's go down to Christina Pink.
Hey, Adam. Well, Kirk Cousins had one of the best first halves you will see from a quarterback. Kevin O'Connell said to me, really? I didn't notice. He's so locked into this game, but he did start at 17 for 17. Coach telling me that's just the decision-making and the timing. He said they were able to get going from the outside. That opened things up over the middle. He said gave them some softer coverages, but they still need to get hits in their running game to open things up for their offense, guys.
Their longest run is 15 yards, KP. And not much there on second.
We talked about this in the first half. When you start running those games, you start pinching defensive linemen, scraping linebackers over the top. Hey, it's great, and you can get some stops. But the one thing you have, if you're patient as an offense and you keep pumping that run in there, you're going to break one because a guy will get a foot, 2 feet out of his gap assignment, and that is a recipe for a 40-yarder.
Cousins, he's got a wide open Jefferson. 11th catch of the day and a first down inside the Chicago 35. This is exactly what Christina just told us about. Backing up, soft coverage, and Jefferson finds the spot.
Right, well, they're just going to keep a bubble over him. Now look at it. They're just going to bail out. You run the little undercutting route. Look how everybody goes with Thielen, and I mean, that's just too easy. At some point, you're going to have to press him, stay on top of him, man-to-man with somebody over the top to help you out, and you're going to basically have to say, hey, we're going to double team this guy regardless. Let the other guys have the one-on-one coverages.
Play clock winding down, and Cousins gets the play off. The second play that he was checking to. When you hear can, you're canning the first play. That means there were 2 play calls, and Cousins was racing to the second one.
I'm telling you, how about that, too? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Let's roll. I mean, just being in command at the huddle, understanding what the time clock looks like right now, how that play clock is operating, what we want to get into, and getting that ball snapped.
Bears defense this year in the second half, just 18 points allowed, all on field goals. No touchdowns allowed in the second half. They're looking for a stop deep in their territory. Cousins under pressure. Launched it away. That was Roquan Smith getting into the backfield. Third down and long for Minnesota coming.
Well, Roquan Smith, man, that guy will pressure you right here. He is such a good football player. Just one of those guys that is a key breaker. What he sees right there, we call that a butch rush. So he sees the running back helping in protection, and that's who he's got locked up in man-to-man coverage. So he says, oh, you know what? You're going to block that? I'm going to just come on that blitz. I'm going to come green dog or butch rush, come out and get your quarterback, make him throw the ball before he wants to.
That green dog for all you Madden players out there, that's what that means. He gets to make a choice. There's Cousins under pressure, and he got hit as he threw it. Bears are claiming that should be a fumble as Trevis Gibson knocked it free. And it looks like that was ruled a fumble and recovered by Minnesota.
I think that arm was in motion. That's an incomplete pass as far as I'm concerned. Let me see. Arm is in motion.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Is an incomplete
now
pass.
they rule it as an incomplete
Please reset
pass.
The clock to 7:38. It's 4th down.
Yeah, you saw the near side judge put his hand up to indicate that it was a live ball. After talking about it, it's about a yard or 2 difference. Either way, it's 4th down. Now, when you got to be a kicker, yard or 2 may make an impact. This will be from 51 instead of 49. Joseph missed from 53 at the end of the first half. Nine of 15 in his career from 50-plus. Blocked. The Bears come up with a stop and a block from Kyler Gordon, the rookie out of Washington, and run the football with a chance to take the lead. I don't think a lot of people watching this game in the first half would have thought we'd say that after it was 21-3 Minnesota. They were outstanding on their first few drives. Bears got some stops, started to put things together at the end of the first half. They got a touchdown. They started this half with a touchdown.
They've made some big-time plays in the passing game over the top. Justin Fields starting to feel his groove and has scrambled out to make some plays with his feet as well. And you know what? That's what makes him special.
Oh, Montgomery getting stretched out to the edge, and Danielle Hunter with the penetration was Dalvin Tomlinson. Good front movement for Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting off all kinds of traffic in here with these wide receivers. Look at him fight that off, then fight off the edge right there, fly down line of scrimmage. You know, he's changed positions, as you talked about. He just doesn't line up on the edge anymore. He's a backer, so he's got to space out. Sometimes he's got to drop. There's a lot going on right now, and you see him starting to really, I think, take form and feel more comfortable out there on the edge.
Big 3rd down and 6. Just a 4-man rush. Fields has an open Darnell Mooney for the first down into Viking territory. He finds himself open for 13 yards and a first down.
Well, here's Mooney right here, and that's the guy we've been talking about. Great little whip back out route, so you're showing a stack formation, you're showing in cutting, and then whip it back out, give your quarterback plenty of opportunity out there on the edge to complete that pass and then run after the catch from Mooney.
Deep drop for Fields. They need to protect him. It breaks down, so he takes off. 2 penalty markers are thrown from the offensive backfield, though. We'll check that flag.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So instead of a 12-yard gain, it's a 10-yard penalty against Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah, and late when guys right, watch right here. When guys change their angle, it means the quarterback's moving. So you got to learn when to let go. You got to let go right there.
Yeah.
You let go, that never gets called, and Tomlinson is not going to get to Justin Fields. He just won't. So when that angle changes, it's like playing special teams. You got to know, hey, let go. Right? Either regain my balance or let him roll, because my quarterback will run and beat him to the edge.
So they're pushed back into their own territory. Off the fake, Fields steps up, delivers to Ryan Griffin, the tight end, and a short gain as Jordan Hicks wraps him up. Griffin back from an Achilles injury he suffered week 2 in Green Bay. 5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Bears have scored 13 straight. Cairo Santos has a very good leg. His long this year is 50. You get inside the 40, that's probably within his range.
The way this game has been going right now, this is one of those things. Throw it short of the chains. Either take a shot down the football field, see if you can get one-on-one. But if you throw it short of the chains, it's not a bad thing to punt and pin the Vikings down deep and play that field position game as well.
Fields looking, firing to Cole Kmet, his release. So he'll get inside the 40 to the 37. So from here it'd be about 55 for Cairo Santos, which would match a career long. Let's see if they leave the offense out there. We've already seen Matt Eberflus roll the dice. Went for 2, went for an onside kick, and got the stop. They're going to leave the offense out there for 4th down. The only team in the league without a 4th down conversion this year. Biggest play of the game so far. Fields gets the first down, lunging to the 30-yard line. first conversion on 4th down this year for the Bears on just their 2nd attempt, and the drive extends.
Man, Justin Fields just special. He feels this unblocked edge coming at him right here. Watch him step up. He's just got a great sense about him, and then it's just going to be an athlete. Go make a play down the middle of the football field. But that awareness, we've seen him spin out of a potential sack earlier in this game. He's just got a great feel for where people on defense are giving him a problem.
Back to the ground, and David Montgomery, and a gain of about 3.5. Jonathan Bullard, the former Bears draft pick, with the stop. Picked in the 3rd round in 2016, played 46 games in a Bears uniform. Been with Arizona, Seattle, Atlanta, and now with Minnesota.
Matt Eberflus.
This year, 3-1 to start the season. Don't forget that 14 of their 17 games last year were one-score games.
Yeah, and you didn't think the way this one started, 3 touchdowns in 3 drives right off the bat, was going to end up being that way. But you got to tip your cap to the Bears because they have really found a rhythm here defensively and offensively, and made special teams plays to get them going in these drives.
There's Dalvin Cook, good hole, and Eddie Jackson finally rips him down 4-on-4. Out to the 47-yard line. 13-yard run.
Yeah, and just a great job here, getting the edge, and then look at the push. Right there, bam, back inside. Smith, Jefferson getting a block. Everybody doing their job. Takes all 11 if the run game's going to be great. Dalvin Cook with a nice explosive run.
He's averaging better than 5 yards per carry. Chops the feet and then extends for a good run, but 2 penalty markers are thrown in the backfield. This will be against Minnesota.
Holding. Offense number 86. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
Johnny Munt on that holding penalty negates the run. Kevin O'Connell, his first NFL head coaching season, 37 years of age, from Knoxville, Tennessee, former backup to Tom Brady. 3rd round pick of the Patriots in 08, couple of stints with the Jets. Assistant for Sean McVay as the offensive coordinator, but not the play caller. He called preseason plays. Now he's the man in Minnesota. 1st and 20. Did they steal our signs just there? The audience does. We got a 2-point game to the 4th. Here we go. Kirk Cousins on 1st and 20. Underneath to KJ Osborne, out to the 44-yard line. Through the first 4 weeks of the season, there were 50 games that were within a score in the 4th quarter. 50 in the first 4 weeks. Had that in the Giants-Packers game in London today. We've got it here in Minneapolis today, too. Cousins, 24 of 30. Flea flicker. Cook tosses it back, and Cousins finds Johnny Munt, and a good spaced ankle tackle by the rookie Kyler Gordon for a minimal gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Look at Gordon. I mean, Gordon is going to bail out of here, and then he's going to recognize the screen coming. He's bailing right there. Bam, puts his foot in the ground, comes back up, and makes the tackle. Just a really nice play. And look how he's making sure he's taking that outside path, right? Going across the legs outside. If that guy cuts back inside, Munt being that guy, he's going to have the pursuit of that defense coming down there to make the play for him. So really nice leverage play by Gordon.
Late blitz coming. Cousins calmly gets rid of it, and it's Irv Smith tackled before he gets to the sticks, and it's Kyler Gordon on the other side of the field this time. One of the elite defensive backs of the Pac-12 last year.
Just hustle, right? Sometimes it's all about the hustle, finding yourself a tackle, having an urgency right there not to let them convert that 1st down.
Vikings will leave the offense out on the field. They've converted a 4th down today. A penalty against the Bears would be a free 1st down, and you know about Cousins' cadence. They will run it. Cousins lofts it, looking for Jefferson, overthrown. It's a turnover on downs potentially, but a penalty marker is thrown on the near side of the field. It's against Chicago. Minnesota will keep the football.
Before the pass was thrown, holding. Defense number 31. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
This is where you really miss Jalen Johnson. The Bears' excellent cover corner. Jones, the rookie, being thrust in that role today in the nickel defense.
Playing up there in press, trying to slow down the release of Justin Jefferson. Gets a little handsy, little grabby. And when you're a guy that's established versus a rookie, you know who's going to get the call? It's the established guy, right? It's the guy that's put up the numbers so far, and that's Justin Jefferson. Keeps the drive alive on that penalty.
To the 42. Play action fake. Roll, and Vildor is there. His first career interception. And the first big mistake by Kirk Cousins today has given the Bears the football near midfield.
Kirk Cousins taking what the defense gives him. That time, got a little greedy. That's the result, interception.
And the Bears look for the lead for the first time today. Little run blitz from Minnesota, and that plugs up the middle. Nothing there as Harrison Phillips penetrated, and Montgomery goes down.
Well, he's been so good, Kirk Cousins. Watch 30, C.J. Ham. He's going to come through here on a little slide. Now you're wide open, right here, wide open. Get him the ball. Instead, he goes back to that over route, and Vildor just reads the eyes of the quarterback. He sees he's not going to C.J. Ham. Steps in front, picks it off. Really smart by Vildor.
Fields pumps. Rolling left, he's going to outrun the defender in Zadarius Smith, and Justin Fields making a cut. There's a flag on the play, but he's in the end zone for a Bears lead. This might be coming back. We'll have to check the marker on the near side of the field. What a cut by Fields. But let's see.
It was a great cut by Fields, but it may have been a better acting job by Dantzler.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 17. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
And it happens to be the former Viking Amir Smith-Marset on the penalty.
Well, he comes back here. Watch this as he's coming back. Now watch the top of your screen right here. There's 17. There's Dantzler throwing the arms up. Really nice try. That's drawing a penalty, and it was a block in the back. But watch him. Watch Dantzler right here. Watch him. He feels it. He just throws his arms up.
Right.
He's drawn a penalty right there, and the entry point for Smith-Marset was on the edge. It was on the side. It got to the back, but Dantzler drawing that penalty.
Now it's a spot foul, so it's 10 yards from where that penalty occurred. So you put it at the 50, it's still 2nd and 8. Vikings remain in front. Fields, quick throw against the blitz, and it's Cole Kmet for the first down.
Those are those throws we talked about, getting your quarterback in rhythm, right? In the middle of the football field, between the two high tight ends on the edge, right? One tight end, ghost tight end, whatever you want to say, and about 8 yards deep. So that box right there, those are easy completions. You should complete about 80% of your throws in that area. And it's a great job getting him in rhythm, getting him going in the passing game.
There is Montgomery. Not a whole lot of room. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson for a game break. CT, my friend.
Thank you, Adam. Brady 10-0 against the Atlanta Falcons. Keeps it going here. Leonard Fournette, his second of the day. 2-point conversion good. Bucks up 21-0 over Atlanta. Adam?
Playoff Lenny having a good time in the regular season there. Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, Christina Pink, our excellent Fox Sports crew in Minneapolis for this NFC North showdown. Packers lost earlier today. The Vikings are in first at 3-1. The Bears trying to join the 3-win club. Fields under pressure, finds Equinemius St. Brown, and he gets upended by Patrick Peterson, but it sets up a makeable third down situation.
I like what we're doing with Justin Fields right here, right? Get him in a little bit of a rhythm. We saw the little spot route to the tight end, Kmet. Now we just have a little screen out there to the edge to Equinemius St. Brown. Quick throws, rhythm throws. Quarterback right now, go make a play.
Handoff. And nothing there. Montgomery gets stuffed up front. These short situations were a problem for the Bears against the Giants last week. It's 4th and 3 now.
Well, I mean, here they come. They're bringing everybody. Linebackers pinching in. You got edge players pinching in. Hicks coming in deep. I mean, they just felt like that's coming. We're running. We're run blitzing. We're going to get you.
This for the lead from 51 for Santos. And after trailing by 18 points, the Bears have, right? Former Vikings head coach, then Arizona Cardinal head coach after that incredible Monday night comeback. The Vikings trying not to let the Bears off the hook today after they led 21-3. Touchback from Santos. All but one team is locked into the division series. I'll find out who we'll have for the Dodgers, either against the Padres or the Mets. Joe Davis, John Smoltz will have Braves and Phillies coming up for you. It all starts on Tuesday on Fox and on FS1. You can check your little listings for the time and the network. The National League has been awesome this year. We're looking forward to the playoffs this week on Fox and FS1. Vikings have the football from the 25. Still a long way to go in this game. A little bit of a flinch from Minnesota. Looked like Engram, the rookie.
Ball start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Second round pick out of LSU.
Think about how this game started. Chicago Bears come off. They give up a touchdown drive for 7 points. They come off to start their offense. They don't have the right personnel grouping in. They have 10 guys on the football field. To come back and to do what they've done in this game, being down like they were, it's pretty incredible.
Fake to Cook. Cousins lofts it. Nice hands catch by Irv Smith Jr. Reached out to snatch it. Takes the hit from Jackson at the 35.
Just running the through route right here. He's just going to come off in the middle of the football field. Find himself wide open. Great concentration right there, too, off the fingertips. Irv Smith is developing into a really nice weapon on the offensive side of the ball.
Cook, he's so patient. Robinson leaps into Dalvin Cook to bring him down at the 39-yard line. His patience, his cutting ability, all that.
I think that's the amazing thing on this particular run, because so many times he hits it so hard. There you see him slow down, just pick his way through, keeps those feet chopping, always keeps his feet underneath him so he remains with a good base so he can go either way.
Fake it to Cook. He releases on the screen. They're trying to rally to him, and that is easier said than done. Eddie Jackson flagged him down just shy of the sticks, very short. Roquan Smith could not bring Cook down. Jackson knocks him for third and short.
Well, they're throwing that screen right into the blitz. You see all those players coming in there, and Roquan Smith, I mean, you talk about defending. You get guys trying to block you. You're out there in open space. He does a good enough job of slowing down Cook so he can't get the full speed so everybody else can rally around him, but that could have been a big one, throwing that screen right into a blitz.
Short yardage, so they give it to Madison, and he squeezes through, trying to hold on to that football as Justin Jones was trying to rip it away. It is a first down for Minnesota. He had one goal. Do not let go of this ball.
That ball attracts a lot of attention. Look at this. He's trying to get down now. Just let me get down on the ground. Oh, the ball did come loose.
It did come out right at the end there, yeah. They had whistled the play dead by that point, but still. A good play by Madison to hold on. Past the halfway point of the fourth. It is Madison, and he gets drilled. The penetration from the Bears front, led by Trevis Gibson.
We talked about run blitzing, right? Coming off the edge here, you come over two gaps, you go this way. I mean, they got guys all over the place, but that's how you get in the backfield. That's how you create a negative play and put your defense in a spot to, rush the passer.
Nice run stunt, right, from that front.
Yeah. I mean, he came inside two gaps. He started outside the tackle, came inside the guard.
Second and long for Cousins. To the outside for Jefferson. 12th catch of the day. And Kendall Vildor knocks him out of bounds. A first down inside the 40. There's Smith getting feisty as he picks up the first.
He's going to come from all the way out. You look at your quarterback and you book across the football field. He reads the zone, sits down, gives his quarterback a friendly target.
Angelo blacks and miss.
And what do we say? I mean, we said it. When you start run blitzing, eventually people get out of their gaps. There you see it, the opening, and then you can break a tackle like that. If you're Cook, put your shoulder on somebody. Almost lost that ball, but you get another first down.
Really well executed drive. The clock continues to move. Still 3 timeouts apiece, plus the 2-minute warning. Cook, edge. Ran into his own man, and he ends up taking a spill. It was Brian O'Neill, the right tackle, that essentially should get credited for the stop.
Look at that, the unmitigated power. I mean, just go ahead and throw the shoulder on your guy right there. And that's his bad shoulder, too.
That's the left shoulder that he dislocated against Detroit.
The left shoulder on there, knock your offensive lineman around.
Jeez. There's big Brian O'Neill, 5th-year man out of Pitt. Madison checks into the game for 2nd and 9. Cousins, out route, just got it over Gordon, and Adam Thielen secures it for some yardage to the 20. Just over the outstretched arm of the defender.
Gordon was thinking, pick 6. He read this. He saw it. Look at his eyes. Look at the vision right there. He sees it and just over. I mean, you want to talk about perfect read of the quarterback, understanding what's coming. You undercut that out route. I mean, just a little. I mean, what'd you miss that by?
That's
2, 3 inches?
Maybe a couple millimeters. 3rd and 5 from the 20. Cousins under pressure. Oh, he's going to take off. He knows where the sticks are, and he gets there for the first down.
How about that feel in the pocket by Kirk Cousins? You don't think of him as a scrambler. Robert Quinn almost gets there on the bottom of your screen, but watch the feel Kirk Cousins has to elude that, then to climb the pocket, and then to move. And I love the pump fake. You're 4 or 5 yards over the line of scrimmage. Keep pump faking. You don't. Those defenders don't know where you're at.
As long as you hold on to that ball, and he did for a first down. Inside of 3 minutes to go in a 1-point game. The bootleg, the roll, and it's dropped. That's a tough catch to try to make, even for Justin Jefferson on the move.
First guy, that time I'm not going to make that mistake again. Get it to my first guy, let them do the work. Incomplete pass, but it stops the clock.
Give to Cook. Space and out of bounds. 2:45 to play. Clock rules change inside of 5 minutes, so the clock stops at 2:45 for the moment. 3rd down and 8 coming up here. A field goal gives Minnesota the lead. Another game down to the wire. Two first-year head coaches, O'Connell and Eberflus.
And where's 18?
Find him. Cousins. He's got the back in Madison for the first down. So they go to the opposite side from Jefferson with all that traffic. He finds Alexander Madison to set up 1st and goal.
And this is where he's matured so much. He knows he's going to draw the lion's share of the attention. What does it do for you? Well, when you pull out double
back. Off the fake. The pump. Cousins floats it. Incomplete. Looking for Thielen. Jalen Jones, the rookie, had the coverage. 2nd and goal.
Now you got to use the entirety of the football field. What makes it tough down here? Great coverage, but make sure you use that body. Look at that. Out of bounds right there. Can't come back in, touch that football. It's a really nice job using the field and using that end line as an extra defender right there by Jones.
16th play of the drive is a run for Cook, and he just got tripped up by Eddie Jackson. Inches away from taking the lead. It'll be 3rd down and goal. And a timeout used by Chicago.
Well, he thought he had it too, right? Thought it was like that first quarter touchdown he had when he got to the edge.
Jackson saves the day for the moment.
It's like a superhero.
Yeah.
Look at him.
One extended out there.
Yeah, I love it.
So now only 1 timeout left for the Bears. 2-minute warning as well. 3rd down and goal here. You can still run the football if you're Minnesota if you want. They've had 4 3rd down conversions on this drive. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 8. This is 3rd and goal.
See if they can make it a perfect 5 for 5 on this drive.
On what is the 17th play of this series. Cousins trying to sneak it. And Kirk Cousins. They're already popping off the fireworks. No signal yet. It looked like he was in, and he is for a go-ahead touchdown in the 4th.
And I love the hesitation here by Kirk Cousins. Watch, see that little back step, that little hesitation? That lets your offensive line wedge in there. So you take a little half step back right there, let them wedge, and now you drive. Now you use that momentum that you've created to push yourself over the goal line. Too many guys just jump right into that pile. Take a half a step back like that. That's the timing and the execution of that play.
So now a 2-point attempt to take a 7-point lead. Quick snap. Cousins out route, Jefferson lunging to get it. And it's a touchdown advantage for Minnesota with 2:26 to go. A 5. For another game-winning drive. He's had 2 of them this year. Touchback from Joseph. And Fields out to the 25. There's his line for the day. And these are the opportunities that you want to give your young, developing quarterback. Divisional game, 1 timeout in the 2-minute warning, down by 7. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if you're the Minnesota Vikings right now, the one thing that you really feel that can get you is the off-schedule play, right? So you've got to put a shell on this defense, make
scoring drives for the Bears, who trailed 21-3 at one point. They took the lead 22-21 before that last touchdown by Minnesota.
Minnesota's going to continue to allow you to drop it underneath. You're going to have to be methodical.
And here it is, screen for Montgomery in a short situation, and he just has enough for the 1st down. That may take us to the 2-minute warning. Another 1-score game in the 4th quarter. These teams have been involved in a few of these already this year, and they're involved in this divisional catch by Mooney, the touchdown by David Montgomery to get the Bears within 11. Velus Jones's first NFL reception is a touchdown. That helped the Bears come back in this game. Cousins with a touchdown on the last series for Minnesota. They lead it by 7, 2 minutes to go. Fields. Wanham got the pressure. That ball came out loose. Zadarius Smith knocked it away. But the Bears will maintain it. The Bears recover it. The clock continues to move.
Moved back to the spot of the fumble.
Boy, Wanham had the pressure. Smith had the knockaway.
Yeah, and Wanham right here off the edge. I'm not quite sure what you're doing there, but you don't block him.
Fields under pressure again. Delivers to Montgomery. In the middle of the field. Past the 40. Stumbling ahead. He may have had the first down, and he does. What a recovery by the Bears. 1:20 to go and counting.
Still have one timeout.
Fields underneath. He finds the former Viking Amir Smith-Marset, and it's stripped away by Dantzler. He takes it down into Bears territory. A huge turnover with a minute to go. What a sequence, and Smith-Marset fighting to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Could not hold on to that football. It is his former teammate, Cameron Dantzler.
Understand the situation. Marset, just get yourself out of bounds. He turns it back upfield, and there's Dantzler saying, what is this, a football? I'll take that from you. But, I mean, you miss a tackle, don't ever give up. Dantzler misses that tackle, grabs it, and then the wherewithal to get down, make sure you don't fumble the ball, and secure the victory for your football team.
The Bears had not turned the ball over all game. It had been a bugaboo for them as of late. But Cameron Dantzler, against his former teammate, the 5th-round pick last season of Minnesota, Smith-Marset, he just ripped it away from him to put an end to this game. It'll be a Vikings victory, their 4th of the year. We'll have the State Farm game break coming up on the other side. I'm taking you into America's Game of the Week. An absolute wild one in Minneapolis today. And the Minnesota Vikings have a 1-game lead at the top of the NFC North. They give up and blow a big lead, but Kirk Cousins gets the touchdown late, and the defense comes up with the stand to win it. 29-20.